Christmas, everyone. As you know, Christmas is fast approaching, and I decided to send an early Christmas present to our Premier Doug Ford and his Attorney General, Doug Downey. That's the two Duggars, Doug and Duggar. And as you might be aware, Doug and Duggar have decided to appeal Justice McVey's decision that squashed and stayed the 9 criminal charges against me in the Freedom Convoy actions that we all so much enjoyed. Anyway, and as you know, this was that took me to 29-0. I've had 34 charges against me for opposing COVID in the courts. So far, I'm 29-0, and Doug and Duggar didn't like me winning against them another 9 cases. So today I've sent off a early Christmas present to them, as well as to various others. Their names and phone numbers and contact information will be in the post. And if you'd like to help me out, maybe you want to give the two Duggars and their minions a phone call and wish them Merry Christmas as well. But in the letter, I also explain that the Attorney General's office is engaged in significant double standards, duplicity, and malfeasance. And it's not just with me, but with many others. Many people might have forgotten that just recently, 2 of Canada's wealthiest individuals, Galen Weston and Wallace McCain. Galen Weston owns Loblaws and Shoppers Drug Marts and various other things, as well as Wallace McCain owns Canada Bread and McCain's Frozen Foods and French fries. They're exceptionally wealthy billionaires. They got caught for price fixing on bread for 15 years. And but neither Galen nor Wallace faced any criminal charges themselves. The Attorney General didn't threaten them with 3.5 years of prison or personal fines, etc. And if you haven't, I'll just add that little story to the stage here. You can see here one of the stories about about Galen Weston and Wallace McCain. But they've gone off scot-free, unlike so many people who honk their horns and park their trucks in Ottawa. But that's not the only time the Attorney General hasn't acted in the public's interest. And just maybe I should just add that was $4 billion was stolen from Canadian consumers over 15 years. One of the largest heists in Canadian history. And the 2 bandits never faced criminal prosecution. But they're not the only ones. The TD Bank recently was convicted of involved in money laundering for the drug cartels and facilitating the fentanyl trade, which has killed millions of Canadians and Americans. Like, they're just astonishing how many deaths and tragedies from fentanyl and the other hard drugs. But TD Bank, who was convicted in the United States, never faced any convictions or any trial time in the Ontario courts. And of course, the TD Bank is headquartered in Ontario. And I'll just pull up a screen here and show you. They got fined in the United States. They didn't get sent to jail, but at least they got fined and they faced the court of law. But here in Ontario, the 2 Duggars think it's just fine and dandy for the TD Bank to be involved in money laundering and the drug cartels, but not parking your truck or honking your horn on Wellington Street in Ottawa in February of 2022. So I've composed a letter. I've sent it off to the various people. And I have indicated to them that I will be contesting and their notice of appeal, and that I will be representing myself at the Ontario Court of Appeals whenever that matter is heard. I don't expect it will be heard for another 6 or 9 months, but stay tuned. There's going to be a lot more to this story as the empire strikes back at all the little guys in this country, but leave the rich and the wealthy and the money launderers and the bread price fixers and the drug cartels all alone. You and me are their targets. So let's join with me. Send them a little note of Merry Christmas if you want. The phone numbers will be included. And until next time, enjoy yourself, but also have a very Merry Christmas.
Owner's Manual. Many people want to fix this broken down machine called government. So join with me every week as we create an owner's manual to help people understand what these parts are, how they're supposed to fit together, and how to troubleshoot, maintain, and fix this broken down machine.